I have so many questions. What did I just watch? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are discussing the movie review of The Rhythm Section. And I know you're going to say, Susan, why did you go and see it? Because it was only number 10 at the box office. Well, I hadn't seen it. This is my job to review and report back to you. So I figure it's a Monday night. I have nothing else to do. Let me go and see The Rhythm Section and do this review. Before we get into all of the details, because I really want to talk about this, let's take care of some business. If you love movie content as much as I do, please do not hesitate to hit that subscribe and like button. You will not want to miss anything. The Oscars are less than a week away. You're not going to want to miss my live reaction. Let's talk about The Rhythm Section. There are so many things wrong with this film. I don't even know where to begin. Do we start with director? Do we start with Blake Lively, the film itself? I don't know. Let's talk about the director for a second. Reed Moreno. I actually had to look her up on IMDb. I am not familiar with her work. She's primarily a cinematographer in her background. She's directed 8 things, mainly TV. This is her first big budget, big budget Hollywood movie. And I don't think she's going to be getting any more anytime soon because the way she directed was so weird. It was very shaky all the time and kind of bumbling around. And with action scenes with Blake Lively, she was so close up to the screen like this. I'm like, whoa, let's back it up for a second. Why are we focusing in on Blake Lively's nose? It absolutely made no sense. It was incredibly distracting. Another thing that was distracting was the music in this film. It was the oddest choice ever. I skipped over plotline. So the plotline of The Rhythm Section, it is based off of the book. It was adapted for the screen by the author of the novel. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, personally, but that's this case. Anyway, the plot line is Blake Lively's entire family was killed in this plane crash, and apparently it was done on purpose, and so she's getting revenge. That's it. There's nothing complicated about this story. So it's a very serious tone. There's nothing happy-go-lucky about this film whatsoever. However, the director decides to put in music that doesn't make sense. It doesn't correlate with the story at all. It's incredibly distracting. It takes you out for a second, and it just doesn't work. And then when she uses the music, she abruptly just stops it. Okay, I guess we're done with Patsy Cline's I'm Sorry. I mean, I don't know. It was very odd and very weird. Now let's get into the oddness and weirdness of Blake Lively and the story itself. I was looking forward to this, kind of, when I first saw the trailers, because when we think of Blake Lively, she's the bubbly blonde, and she's the rich girl, or she's the girl next door, something prissy, but this is broken down, raw, real Blake Lively, and I'm like, yes, finally something. She's stepping out of her comfort zone. She's going to impress us. No. No, not at all. So she wants to get revenge on these people that killed her family. However, when we first meet her, she's a drug-addicted prostitute in some random, I'm guessing, a hotel. I don't even know. I don't even remember what city they were in. I didn't care. This reporter finds her and says, this is what's going on. Why is he revealing everything to her? There was other families that were killed on this flight. You could have gone to somebody else, but you chose a drug-addicted prostitute. I'm just saying, maybe not your number one choice. It wouldn't be mine, but apparently it was for this guy. And then he gets killed. And then it's just a downward spiral of things. And so she takes it upon herself to take over where the reporter left off. And she is in the search for his source And she finds him immediately. Apparently, he's not very good at hiding because she finds him like that. Like, it wasn't an issue whatsoever. So she finds him deep in this cabin in the woods, and you're thinking it's like a horror movie, but no, it's Jude Law out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, he's training her to do these, to fight and to like become an assassin. I'm like, why? Where is this coming from? Why all of a sudden is this drug addicted prostitute who lost her family now becoming an assassin and taking on contracts? Very weird. It was just so weird. And the biggest thing is that she always messed up. Always messed up. So she's trying to kill someone. She's going to kill someone. She has the gun pointed to the back of his head. Does she shoot? No. No. She starts having a conversation. No, that's your target. They killed your family. Shoot him in the head. No. She's just standing there with a gun. And then what gets me, this guy is on oxygen. He overtakes her. How? How is that possible? And then she doesn't even gouge him in the eyes like how Jude Law taught her during training. She did that at least 2 to 3 times. I was going crazy watching this. She messed up at every turn. But then she would always overtake them and she would walk around like a badass, like, yep, I just did that. Yep. This movie is a combination bad, like the bad combination version of Kill Bill, that movie Anna from last year that I absolutely despised, and Peppermint. I don't know. Very weird, very odd. It didn't leave me satisfied. I actually was almost sleeping in the theater. There were some points I didn't even know what was happening. I was completely lost. I'm like, where am I? What's happening? Who's she killing now? For what reason? I don't know. And then Sterling K. Brown is in the mix from This Is Us. Random. They were hooking up. Were they not hooking up? Was that a dream sequence? I have no clue. This movie is nothing but a mystery. Actually, it's not. This movie just never should have been made at all. There was no point. And this is a prime example, another prime example of a book that did not need to be turned into a movie. So that is my thoughts on the rhythm section. If you have to know, I absolutely hated it. I will never watch this again. It is certainly not Blu-ray worthy and not worth your time whatsoever. If you agree with me, let me know down in the comments. And if you guys want to contact me, I do have my P.O. box down below. Send me some mail. I would love to hear from you guys. And like I said, if you love movie content as much as I do, don't hesitate. Slam that red subscribe and the like button. Thanks a lot, guys. Great talking movies as always. And I'll see you at the movies.